Hello, hello, hello. We are back for week 15 of Perpetual Prompts with Carrie Griffiths. Still sick. Hopefully, I can get through this video without having to get up and get myself some cough drops because I just realized that I do not have any left on my craft room desk. They're all out in my living room at the current moment. So, as a reminder, this week's prompts are time, frame, newspaper, emotion, and blue. So, I'm going to kind of do a little hodgepodgey. We're going to start with cutting this image out. This is I downloaded this like several years ago. I don't even remember where I got it from. It's just, saved in my files. But I knew it was in there, so went searching for it, and voila, found it. Got it printed out. Did a rough cut just so I didn't have the ton of paper sitting here to deal with, but I just gotta do the fussy cut part. So, as if being sick hasn't been bad enough, I discovered another food that I react to horribly. And of course, I didn't discover it until after I ate it. And that was how I discovered, okay, yep, this is causing a bad reaction. So, I pretty much have spent most of today on Benadryl dealing with that issue. And then, I was like, oh, I thought I was in the clear. And, I made dinner and I cooked what I thought was a safe meal. Only to discover, nope. I then reacted to something in dinner. And since I was already still reacting to what I'd eaten earlier, it compounded the evening reaction. So I'm pretty miserable right now. I had to take another Benadryl. Hasn't really done much for me. Okay, so I do have that cut out. So I've got 3 different things that are blue. And then an old piece of newspaper. Nope. And this is really old paper. It's from a newspaper from 1971. I've used it in previous videos. Quite a fragile piece of paper. So we're just going to kind of kind of doing a base collage. Well, that went on really crooked. Let's try that again. Okay. And then we're going to take a piece of this. Put that there. Get the blue and the newspaper going down in the background. I'm going to do this side. And then I have this tissue paper. Which again is blue and green. And this was tissue paper that I bought at a secondhand store. And I didn't realize it till I got it up to the register that it was wet. And they were like, oh, well, you know, da da da. So then they're like, and I'm like, no, it actually works for me because, you know, it bled through. So it like colored, you know, the colors of the tissue paper bled onto each other. So it created these really neat looking papers. I was like, it's okay. I will still buy them even though they're wet. Of course, they looked at me like I was crazy. And that probably goes without saying, just a little bit. Let's see. I don't want it as long. Picked up my side of beef today. Watched a lot of money disappear out of my account real quick. But it is what it is. There. Yeah, it really is kind of the price you pay for good beef. You know, my husband kind of balked at it at first, you know, the price. I'm like, what we're paying for is locally sourced, locally bred, locally fed, hormone-free, grass-fed beef. You're not going to get that in grocery stores without paying a pretty penny in general. So I'm okay spending a little extra, buying it from a local farmer, and ensuring that, you know, it is all of those things. Locally bred, locally sourced, locally fed, hormone-free, all of that. So picture frames that love across the top. So there's my emotion, a little clock down here in the bottom frame. I'm trying to find a spot on here that's not super gluey, and I don't know that one really exists. Another simple little prompt design. I'm just going to put this down the center of my page. Now, if I had other frames cut out, I would totally like go around and, you know, decorate out and put more frames on there. But I don't really. You know, I have this one hanging out on my desk from another project. Let's go down here from the bottom. How about that? We have this one. My lips are very angry with the reactions going on still. They almost feel blistery at this point. Cut that inner white piece out. Go this way. Turn my fan off. I mean, my heater. And then put this up here. Just some little extra little frames on there. And just so I don't have this little piece hanging out, doing nothing. I'll just put it over here. Let's go down this way. Okay. And with that, Simple Simon, week 15, Perpetual Prompts with Carrie Griffiths. You got spin newspaper, blue, frame, time, and emotion. This one over here we had torn and layers, wrapper, label, and butterfly. Need to go back to labeling those. I keep forgetting to do it. Let's see what my phone's going to do. As soon as I put it on the charger, it died. Gotta love that when it takes its last 5% of juice to connect the battery. Or connect the charger, I mean. Rebooting. But I'm going to mute you for a sec so I can blow my nose. Okay. As I connect the charger, I'm like, I will. Just give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds to take a picture. All right. I can put you back on the charger. All right. So let's see what we have in store for us for next week. Oh, getting down to the last little bitty nitty gritties. Put those out of the way. Suddenly I have the hiccups. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still drawing them randomly, even though I'm not spreading them out anymore. Again, that's dual purpose. There's not very many left to spread out, number 1. And number 2, the silicone mat really holds on to them. So like just trying to get them to slide. They get stuck, and I get really frustrated trying to get them all picked up when they're all spread out. So it's just easier for me to do it this way now. So let's see what we have in store for us next week. You ready? Storm. Ooh. Stairs or steps. A tool. Art. And stars. That's going to take some thinking on my part because, it's nothing's jumping out at me right away. But let's tune in next week and you'll see what I come up with. So until next Wednesday, let's talk to you in the next video. Bye.